Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video from Modern Dating here. Independent woman got stuck and regrets not having a man. It's too late, ladies. Please like to rub them below. I really appreciate that. Do that. Ciao. It's Chow Time.
This is when I realise that I do need a man. This is when I realise that I do need a man. I can't move my bed. Well, I can, but I have to empty it all out and it would take me an hour when it could take a man just 5 seconds of his time to just push that bed that way. I am trying my hardest to be a strong, independent woman, and I tell you now, it's not working.
Does society need men?
No.
Why not?
Women can reproduce without them.
You can reproduce without them?
Yeah.
She forgot about this part. Being strong and independent is all good when everything is going well, but from the moment things start falling apart, that's when they start realizing how much they need men in their lives.
Does society need men?
No.
Why not?
Women can reproduce without them.
You can reproduce without them?
Yeah.
Can you explain that a little?
I know you can use like our bone marrow to reproduce and then have it inseminated into us instead of men.
This is just as bad as the freaking Indian feminists saying that they can use dog sperm. Stop it. Stop it.
No. It's the first time I've heard of that, but maybe.
She needs to do more research. Our contribution to society is more than just reproduction. She doesn't need men until something bad happens. Failed high school biology class. Please stop believing everything you see on the internet. Where are these people coming from? She is a new scientist. She just invented a new way to reproduce. I feel sorry for this young woman. It's evident she didn't have the opportunity to have a real male figure in her life, and that's the reason for her view. This is another reason fathers must understand the importance of their presence in their children's lives. They need you around to avoid this type of scene. Even if you and their mother are no longer together, do all you can to be close to them so they can experience what it means to have a man by their side. As we can see, she doesn't know the meaning of it.
I agree. If you do get divorced and you're separated, still be in your child's life. At least try. I know it's difficult. I know court systems are against us. But do you want your daughter to grow up like this? That's almost a guaranteed with a single mother.
Since she believes men are only needed to populate the world, and based on her statement, as they no longer need men for that reason, she doesn't know why we would be needed. Where in the world is she living? Can't she see men's work everywhere around her? Men are doing so many hard jobs daily to maintain our society, and here we have these clueless young women claiming that we are no longer needed.
I mean, that's the thing about us, right? We do such a good job. When someone does a good job, you actually never see it. Everything just happens. You know, when you have a good employee, you never see it. It just happens. Things happen. You don't really have to tell them much. You don't really have to instruct them much. They just do what they need to do. That's men in society. We've propagated the background and just made everything run so smoothly that women have never noticed what we're doing behind the scenes, pulling the strings, making sure everything works. This is the part of success that almost everybody sees, right? The greatest, what's happening. But they never get to see the hard work, the dedication, the grind that it required to make it look like this facade is so perfect.
We were created to support each other, and I don't know why some young women want to prove they can do it all by themselves. She needs to understand that we need each other, and this is the part she is missing. I would recommend more classes to improve her knowledge, and maybe she can come up with a better point next time.
Most strong and independent women unnecessarily claim that they don't need men, but from the moment things get challenging, this is when they regret not having a man by their side, which is the case of the woman in the next video.
This is when I realised that I do need a man, because I need to move my bed 1 inch to the right so I can fit my new bedroom cabinet in this gap. It won't fit. I can't move my bed. Well, I can, but I have to empty it all out, and it would take me an hour when it could take a man just 5 seconds of his time to just push that bed that way, put the bedroom cabinet there, and it'll be done. It'll be done. I am trying my hardest to be a strong, independent woman, and I tell you now, it's not working. It is not for me, okay? I need someone with muscles. I need a strong man who will literally just put his mind to anything. So help me, please, before I go and set up a Tinder account with the bio saying, I need a strong man with a van and a toolbox, okay? Help me, please.
That's how you get a predator. I need a man with a van and a toolbox.
You are strong and independent. You got this. He's probably hiding in the friend zone. Men and women need each other. We both have different strengths and weaknesses. I would love to help, but you are a strong and independent woman. We didn't evolve to be strong and independent. We evolved to form partnerships and relationships for support. Goes both ways. Strong and independent women are doing a disservice to themselves by trying to do it all. Why would you want to be by yourself and struggle when you can have someone by your side so you guys can support each other? Being strong and independent is all fun and good while everything is going smoothly, but wait for something to go bad and we will see all of them crawling back to men for help. They are unnecessarily trying to prove a point that doesn't even make sense,
And they can't even prove it. That's the whole point of it. Like, you can try to prove it all you want, but reality says you need men.
instead, they should accept that we need each other and make life easy for themselves and their significant other. Why would you want to do everything alone? Who are they trying to prove a point to? It's sad that she only realized that man is needed when something was too heavy to be moved and she couldn't do it. She should know that we bring more than just 2 strong arms. It was funny when she suggested the creation of a Tinder profile to find a man, but it wouldn't be needed if she was willing to have a look at her friend zone section. And I bet the man she needs is still there waiting for an opportunity, but probably he doesn't qualify because he is not a Chad. But as a strong and independent woman, I believe she can do it. She got it.
Next, we have a woman who got the point. She knows that we need each other, and she has no problem sending that message to other women. She wants to let her sisters know that we were made for each other.
Okay, so I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this, but I don't care. It's my page and I will say what I want. But I see a lot of women saying, oh, I don't need a man. I pay my own bills and I take care of my kids and I take care of my
Single
Yes,
mothers.
I agree. We don't need a man for those things. You know why? Because it's the things that we would have to do if a man wasn't around anyways. But let's talk about the things that we cannot do without a man. Like, for an example, being a mother.
Yep.
We can't be a mother without a man. We need a man to create the babies. Okay? So,
Isn't that just a shocking revelation to these feminist women? Like, oh, we need us to just have babies. Yeah, you can have artificial insemination, but guess what? That's still men's seed. That you still need men to create babies no matter fucking what.
much as we don't like to admit it as women, we need a man, y'all. We need a man. Just give it up. Just submit. We need him.
I do agree with most things she said, but there is a specific point I don't agree with. When she said this,
But I see a lot of women saying, oh, I don't need a man. I pay my own bills and I take care of my kids and I take care of my kids. Yes, I agree. We don't need a man for those things.
she could be different, but most independent women, even when they make their own money and are able to pay their own bills, they still want a man to come and lift that weight off of their back. There are countless videos of strong and independent women claiming they make enough to cover all their bills, but most of them still want a provider. With that being said, her point contradicts reality. All the women who said they didn't need a man just had their feelings hurt chasing the wrong men.
Yep. That's 100%.
And it goes both ways. God created man and woman for a reason. It's balance, and I couldn't agree more. Stop making sense before I start liking you. A man needs a woman as well. Just to keep it 1,000. Teamwork makes the dream work, that's for real. Finally, a woman who understands well about this subject. She got herself educated, which eventually will bring more light and blessing into her life. This is the type of energy most of us are looking for, not those strong and independent women claiming they can do it all by themselves. Then they complain when they find it difficult. It's hard because they were not supposed to do it all, and this is what would have helped them a lot if they accepted.
Men aren't even supposed to do it all. I always say it, the 3 pillars that men get is, are you a great provider? Are you a great father? Are you a great husband? It's hard to be all 3. It really is. If you excel at being a father, you might not be the best provider. You might not be the best husband. You might be a good husband and a great father, but not a great provider. You might be a great provider, but a shitty husband and a shitty father. It's hard to be all 3. The most I can see people do is being very good at 2 and being okay or whatever at the 3rd. You can never be great at everything.
She is clearly a smart woman and will live her best life because she understands and accepts that we need each other.
Most of us know that modern women in general don't handle rejection well.
Oh no.
But it's funny to see strong and independent women reaction when they are rejected. They create all sorts of stories just to justify the fact the man they were interested in didn't want them. They lead with their accomplishment and wonder why guys don't stick around.
I've had 3 men tell me that I intimidate them. And I'm very independent. I get my own. I do what I gotta do. What is it for a man to just step up and be a man and be masculine and date me and
Hold
just
on,
not
but
get intimidated with
just
what
because
I got?
these niggas don't want you now is a man problem.
No,
It's all men. 3 niggas don't want you. Instead of you saying, well, what the fuck is wrong with me? No, all need to step up because 3 didn't want you. Now, no, respectfully, I just have a problem with that.
The common denominator is you. If 3 and told you intimidated, baby, you might want to take a look in the mirror and say, what am I doing that's intimidating these niggas?
Because I run into men that are not men. They always have problems. They don't have a job. They don't have
Always blame us, huh?
Trip Fontaine, please.
You about to do some wild
Trip.
You about to do some wild
Hold
on. Let's wrap. It's 2 directions that you're going in that are very wild. Very wild. Direction number 1. A male that identifies as a man is a man regardless of what other things he's accomplished, what he possesses, whether he's attracted to you or you're attracted to him, whether you approve of his manhood or not, that's a man.
Right.
Okay, that's thing 1. It gets dangerous when we chip away from men because they haven't accomplished what we think that they should accomplish.
Why are you entertaining men with no job?
Right.
Then want to criticize them? Masculine attracts feminine, Miss Independent. I think she's just assuming they are intimidated. She entertains these kinds of men because she's intimidated by what's better herself.
Yep.
She probably thinks she is a 10. They weren't interested and just let her go easy. No man is really intimidated by a woman they like.
Really? No.
Instead of just accepting her losses, she decides to put it on them. Now they were not man enough to date her. We all know most modern women don't have a good relationship with rejection, and this is why they create these stories to change the narrative of reality. Leading with your accomplishment is a bad strategy when it comes to dating and relationships, as most men don't place too much value on that, and this is a fact that most strong and independent women want to ignore, but their dating history keeps reminding them that they should accept it. Did you see how quick she was to point fingers at them? She believes they need to do better, and this is something that prevents modern women from improving in certain areas that need some adjustment for a better result. I bet she never had a second thought regarding the reason why they all left. In her mind, it was always them.
This is all women. Like, okay, I want to say all women, but freaking most women. They've never seen the accountability side of things. Oh, he doesn't like me. Oh, he must be gay. Oh, he doesn't have a job. Oh, he's just a broken dusty. All these reasonings these women give But why are you attracting these broken dusties? Why are you attracting men that you think are gay? Like, that's the whole problem of things that women never take accountability for. And I don't ever really see them doing it.
And to be honest, I don't think they actually told her they were intimidated. I think she assumed it as a justification. That
True.
was just a coping mechanism to help with those losses. She had to fabricate this story to give her a bit of comfort and to make things lighter.
I mean, they may be intimidated by her size.
But instead of covering where the real issue is, she would be better off accepting and working on them. It would increase her future chances of retaining the man she wants.
This is
That was some delusional chow. I'm strong and independent, but I still need a man to move shit for me. Please help me. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.